Hey Personality Peekers, we've explored planners, builders, visionaries, protectors, sparks, catalysts, and today we close the series with the archetype that refuses to be boxed in. Today's archetype is the Unbound, outgoing, vivid, heart-led, wildly imaginative, zesty under pressure, and fiercely independent. Your tagline says it perfectly. My empathy and imagination know no limits, especially when chaos gives me the freedom to explore. The Unbound does not wait for permission. You do not need perfect conditions. In fact, perfect conditions bore you, give you disruption, give you a blank slate, give you a mess. That is where your mind expands. You are the archetype that sees possibility inside disorder. Here's what makes you wired this way. First, limitless creativity. Your brain does not move in straight lines. It leaps, it connects distant dots, it pulls ideas from places no one else thought to look. Second, empathetic lens. Even your wildest concepts are human-centered. You instinctively ask, how will this feel? Who does this serve? What experience are we creating? Third, there's the autonomy. When the pressure rises, you do not shrink. You ignite, but you need space, you need ownership, you need the freedom to follow instinct without being slowed down. Fourth, outgoing engagement. You can absolutely light up a room. You can sell the vision, but when it is time to build, you go inward, because that is where the real magic happens. Fifth, wild flexibility. You pivot midstream without apology. If a better idea appears, you follow it. Not recklessly, intuitively. Now here is your core insight. Your power is boundless imagination with heart. But your mastery comes when freedom meets focus. Because Unbounds can fall into three predictable traps. 1. Radical independence. If you reject every input, you risk friction, and you miss the refinement that could elevate your idea even further. 2. Unfinished brilliance. When the next idea excites you, the previous one can lose oxygen. And half-built genius does not change the world. 3. Emotional overload. High empathy plus high intensity plus high autonomy is a lot for one nervous system. Let's picture the classic Unbound moment. A design firm lands an urgent commission. Rebrand everything. Short deadline, high stakes. Most people panic. You feel alive. You ignore rigid templates. You scrap outdated guidelines. You dive into late-night creative flow. You follow instinct, color, story, emotion, experience, and what you produce does not just update the brand, it transforms it. The client does not just approve, they feel seen. That is Unbound magic. Chaos plus compassion equals breakthrough. Now here is how you elevate this into legendary territory. First upgrade. Create a minimal structure anchor. Not a cage, an anchor. One deadline, one core objective, one success metric. This protects your freedom without suffocating it. Second upgrade. Build a trusted challenger. Not a committee, one person. Someone who asks, is this clear? Is this usable? Is this aligned? You do not lose autonomy, you gain precision. Third upgrade. Capture your ideas before they vanish. Keep a simple running idea log, voice notes, bullet points, sketches, because your mind moves fast and brilliance deserves documentation. Because here is the truth. Every system needs architects. Every team needs coordinators. Every strategy needs structure. But revolutions need someone unbound. You are the archetype that refuses to accept this is how it has always been done. You bring heart to disruption, imagination to instability, boldness to moments others would retreat from. You are not here to maintain. You are here to transform. Quick peek question before we close this series. When chaos hits, do you instinctively A. look for the safest structure, or B. feel a surge of creative freedom and start building something entirely new? If it is B, and limits feel like suggestions rather than rules, you might be unbound. And if you have seen yourself across this entire series, in different episodes, in different moments. That is the point. We are dynamic, but one core archetype tends to lead. Curious which one leads you? Head to personalitypeek.com, take the free Core 64 quiz, and take a peek at your personality. This has been the series. Keep building, keep exploring, and if you are unbound, keep breaking the right rules. See you soon.